TNA Xplosion.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, the War Machine, Rhino.
Nice to see the man beast back again on Xplosion here, Gia.
And what a better way to explode than with a gore.
I completely agree with you.
I wonder if he's ever made somebody just absolutely explode or split somebody in half. I'd love to see that.
It's entirely possible. The last time we saw Rhino last week here on Xplosion, he was able to take out Shira, the Indian Lion. You called it the Battle of the Beasts.
Yeah, absolutely. It was two big men pounding meat.
And now it's Rhino who's going to deal with the compatriot of Shira here on Xplosion.
His opponent, from Punjab, India, Champagne Singh.
It's been a little while since we saw Champagne Singh. He's brought his money with him here to Orlando, Florida. I just don't know if it's going to get him out of this fight with Rhino.
Well, you know why we didn't see him in Vegas. That is because he was too busy at the slot machine at Sam's Town. He did not get the memo. He didn't show up at the Palms. He was still at Sam's Town.
Oh, well, that's very unfortunate. I was really heartbroken to not see Champagne Singh. Still so much to come here on Xplosion. Later on tonight, we'll see Jason Hotch of the Good Hands go one-on-one with a former TNA World Champion, Rich Swann. We saw Swann in action last week against Joe Hendry. Hendry was able to pick up the victory. We'll see if Swann can get back in the win column. Right now, Champagne Singh, however, set to square off with Rhino.
Yep. Rich Swann, he wasn't on a very good string of luck, but a spare chain in the ring almost got missed.
No, you gotta be careful there. Rhino squares off here with Champagne Singh. Rhino this past week on TNA Impact got in the face of AJ Francis, as Francis was once again trying to get Rich Swann, quote, under his wing, and Francis telling Rhino to deal with his problem, that being the TNA Digital Media Champion, Crazy Steve, who believes he does not need advice from veterans the likes of the former Digital Media Champion, Tommy Dreamer, of course, a longtime friend of Rhino. Rhino out to teach a lesson, so to speak, here tonight on Xplosion.
I think Rhino's got this one in the back.
Oh, left shoulder right into Champagne Singh. All of the power behind Rhino's gore. Who's the man? And giving Singh a little bit of a taste here on Xplosion.
Didn't work as well for Champagne there.
Seems everywhere we go, Gia, Champagne Singh just doesn't quite get the reception he's expected.
Yeah, what shelf is this champagne coming from? That's what I want to know. Is
Bottom
it the
shelf.
Bottom shelf.
We're gonna
Okay.
go with bottom shelf.
Okay.
Cheap champagne.
As long as there's orange juice.
Who's the man?
Champagne Singh getting a little bit too arrogant, a little bit too cocky here early on. And Singh wisely put his foot there on the bottom rope to try and separate things for a moment there from Rhino. The referee split things up, and that opened a window for Champagne Singh. Give credit to Singh, that was crafty there to put his foot on the ropes, very well aware of the corner.
Well, it's not always all luck. Every now and then you got. Oh! Well, you know what? I take that back.
It's the raw power, the explosive Rhino. No pun intended.
I was gonna say that there's always a little strategy involved, but there is no out strategizing those strikes.
That's one thing about Rhino. No matter how many years in this business he's got, that power does not go away.
And doesn't lose a step. I mean, just as...
Could be stepping closer to a gore. Could this be it for Champagne Singh here on Xplosion? And he slides out of the ring.
A little bit of that strategy. But not really working in Champagne's favor.
Now, Singh's saying he's too smart there for Rhino. Oh, wait a minute, but Singh went to the left arm, hung him up there on the top rope. Oh, and now the knee to the left arm, to the left shoulder. And it looks like Rhino is in trouble. Champagne Singh has taken over. Can the Man Beast get back in it on Xplosion? Oh, we are back here on Xplosion. Throughout the commercial break, Champagne Singh has been hammering away on that injured left arm and left shoulder, especially of Rhino. And that's the concern at this point in the match. This injury here could really hamper Rhino in the later stages. Loves to go for the gore with that left shoulder. Maybe Singh has negated the gore.
Well, don't put anything past Rhino now. I mean, he may be favoring that right side today, but I've never seen him hit a bad gore.
Again, Singh continues to focus in on the left shoulder, the injured left arm of Rhino. Got to take advantage of every last moment like this he can get against the powerhouse Rhino. Into the ropes. Oh, and you could see Rhino switch things up, went to the back elbow there with the right arm.
Yeah, I mean, Rhino, he's been in this business for so long. He's been wrestling for, I mean, almost his entire life. You got to know he has more than just one strong side, but right now, Champagne's taking it to all sides of Rhino.
A nasty fall there to the outside, and Singh continued to hammer away on the left shoulder. Now firing back with the right is the War Machine. Oh, no. Oh, and that left shoulder sent into the steel post.
Shut up, stupid. Shut up, stupid.
Raj, get him back in.
And Rhino rolls back inside the ring. Singh in pursuit. Singh thinking about a cover here. Presses the shoulders down and kicking out. Getting the right shoulder up, that is. Rhino able to stay in it.
He's still got that right side on his side, really.
Well, that was very smart there by Singh. He didn't hook the leg. Instead, he went to press the shoulders down. Pressed Rhino's shoulders down. It forced Rhino to get the right shoulder up. Obviously didn't feel like he could do it with the left. Now Singh back on the left shoulder. Some great action still to come here on Xplosion. We'll see the former TNA World Champion Rich Swann in competition against Jason Hotch, former gut check winner, a part of the tag team known as the Good Hands. Hotch versus Swann still to come here on Xplosion.
Oh.
Now Rhino.
Trying to get back into it, but
Stop there by Singh. Will this be picture perfect for Champagne Singh? No, sir.
I can't help but wonder if maybe Champagne was scouting a little bit when we saw Rhino take on the Indian Lion Shira. But I'm not so sure that that scouting is doing him any good right now.
And now Rhino trying to push through the pain. Whips Singh into the corner. Oh, short range with the spear there in the corner. And Rhino is certainly going to have to push through some pain there. He went for that with the left shoulder. If he wants to hit the gore, it's going to hurt. He's got to go for broke.
It's got to be one.
Gore! Cover! And it was enough. Rhino beats Singh.
Here's your winner, the War Machine, Rhino!
Rhino is out to teach Crazy Steve a lesson. Tonight he teaches Singh a lesson here on Xplosion. Rhino proving why he has been such a decorated champion in the past. His trademark endurance. And oh my God!
What on earth?
That's the digital media champion, Crazy Steve!
It's the Angel of Death.
And smashing the title into the face of Rhino.
I want you to know, you have no one to blame but yourself. You're nothing more than a hypocrite. And I'm here to add notches to this. You can be the first. Huh? You can be the first.
Why, Steve? Why? Who's the man?
Crazy Steve has made it clear he's coming after everyone. He wants more notches in that digital media title belt, just like he said to Rhino. Looks like he's the first one he wants to add to that list.
Right now we turn our attention here on TNA Xplosion to the Don West. You've got to be kidding me. Top 5 trending topics of the week in honor of the late great TNA Hall of Famer Don West. First at number 5, it's the return of Cross the Line as the official theme song of TNA Impact. The feeling is real. 22 years of history behind total nonstop action, and we bring back the iconic Cross the Line music. At number 4, Nick Nemeth won his TNA in-ring debut against Zachary Wentz of the Rascals, but he was assaulted after the fact by Steve Macklin. The former TNA World Champion Macklin has made it very clear to Nick Nemeth that he is not welcome here in TNA. Macklin took the opportunity after a hard-fought matchup to go after the wanted man. Number 3, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, taking part in a main event victory recently on TNA Impact alongside the Motor City Machine Guns, defeating the System. Okada hadn't stepped foot in a TNA ring in over a decade. What an honor it was to have the Rainmaker back in TNA wrestling. At number 2, quite the surprise as TNA Impact went off the air. A message from Mustafa Ali. That is right, Mustafa Ali is looking to spread his message in TNA wrestling. Ali is coming to TNA. And of course, at number 1, a moment that surprised the entire pro wrestling world. The reigning TNA Knockouts World Champion Jordynne Grace making history once again and competed in WWE's Royal Rumble matchup. What an opportunity for Jordynne Grace. A huge thank you to WWE and a huge moment, of course, for TNA Wrestling.
That's Kurt Angle and Matt Morgan will be on the same page. So watch this ankle lock here.
Just a perfect counter.
That before, yeah.
There it is. Ankle lock applied, but I don't think AJ's sufficiently worn down. He's able to roll through into a pin.
That AJ is so fast. Oh my God.
Just poetry in motion, isn't it?
Tremendous athlete. One of the greatest athletes I've seen compete in a 4-sided ring, 6-sided ring. I don't give a damn what kind of ring it is. This AJ's a stud, man.
Went for the baseball slide, but they're able to take him over.
Again, I'm just surprised that, especially coming from Matt Morgan to Kurt Angle, that you take care of him, I'll take care of him. You know, working together as a team. It's not working.
Something that was proposed by Kurt Angle, and we thought that the blueprint was not going to be a part of any association with Angle or the Mafia, but obviously we see a change of heart.
We heard Angle before say that Matt Morgan's brainless. I don't know. I don't agree with that. Look at this, Matt Morgan. Those nasty whirlwind elbows.
Meanwhile, Angle and Styles battling out on the floor. Blueprint showing the physical dominance that he has against Sting, and just dumps him.
No respect for you got a chill. No respect for an icon. No respect for one of the most respected men in our industry, Sting.
Angle with the bad mouth for AJ after the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on the floor. And at the same time, Angle's got to really keep his eye on what's going on in the ring, too, because his TNA World Heavyweight title's on the line. And you can see that Angle and Morgan are plotting strategy.
Looked like Angle was directing some traffic, telling Matt, listen, let's do this. There's the game plan. Here's the play. And it's working. Basically just lets both wail on Sting's face.
And the complexion of this match changes once again because you not only take the surprise element of Hernandez out, but now Angle's got an ally.
Yeah, Sting is in grave trouble here.
And I think you can just sense from the reaction here at the Impact Zone that the fans here are surprised that Morgan and Angle are working together, and there goes Angle to cut AJ off when he tries to get back in.
Yeah, again, this is not a tag team match, ladies and gentlemen. This is basically every man for himself. But for, you know, Kurt Angle and Matt Morgan have kind of trying to work as a cohesive unit, as a team here.
That's exactly what it is. First pin, first submission, leaves no surrender with the world title.
I gotta tell you, Mike, in my opinion, my view, I feel that when Matt Morgan in this match, and there'll be a time in my view, Matt will pick his spot and go for the win and try to become champion. Matt Morgan's about Matt Morgan.
AJ out of nowhere. Where'd he come from?
Beautiful springboard.
So you're saying that he's working with Angle at this point because it's to his favor?
Absolutely, and that's smart. Matt Morgan's a lot of things, but he's not brainless.
Couldn't disagree with you there. And he's also got the physical tools to go with the mental. Catches AJ in mid-move.
He's talking trash. He's a very pretentious, hot-dogging type of competitor, but he is that damn good, though.
And Sting able to catch him off guard. The series of kicks right into the knee.
Trying to chop down that big redwood. That's smart by Sting going to level. Look at Sting here, turned it up a level.
Yeah, explosive offense from the Icon, punctuated with a clothesline that takes Angle out. Now going to try and cover Sting and win the title.
Yeah, Matt Morgan, See, Matt waited for Kurt to get eliminated, and then Matt went for a high impact move and then a pin. Told you.
Styles in the corner, those big repeated shots, one after the other to the head. And when he turns around, he's going to go right into that released belly-to-belly by Angle.
That's what champions do. They pick their spots, and they come through with a win when they have to. And that was a big win on that suplex.
Sting taken out to the floor, and now Angle says, we've got that numbers game down to where it's 2-on-1 here if Morgan's going to work with him against Styles because Sting's out.
Well, if you're Kurt Angle and Matt Morgan wants to do some of that dirty work, let him. Just Kurt better be careful. If Matt goes for a pin cover, Kurt has to break that pin cover up. Wow. God, they're just toying, trying to outdo each other. Hey, you threw him this far on a body slam? Check it out, Kurt. I can throw him this far.
Morgan and Angle with their game of can you top this, and AJ's the victim.
Yeah, the sacrificial lamb is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Wow, that's a long lot of leg coming down on your throat.
You see the reaction as AJ, all the wind just goes right out of you at that point. And boy, without your breath, without that air, pretty difficult to compete against competitors like this.
And Sting trying to get back in the ring. You see it in the background there. Matt Morgan stopping Sting. Oh!
Angle charges at Sting, but
shoulder and bicep.
Styles, AJ able to sidestep. It went right into the steel, and how about that drop kick? Great leg extension by the 7-footer.
Freaky kind of athlete, this kid, I'm telling you. And if you don't believe me, just ask him. He'll tell you himself. He'll tell you how good he is, Mike.
Looking to become TNA World Heavyweight Champion for the first time and proving to all of us that he belongs in the main event mix. That's the blueprint, Matt Morgan.
Hey, I don't think Matt Morgan's got anything to prove. He belongs in the mix. He's in the mix because he belongs in the mix.
Couldn't agree with you more. Here he comes. AJ's defenseless. And from behind, all that power and all that weight right against the back of his head.
AJ's right for the pick it here. New champ. Oh! Almost crowned a new champ right there. I'm telling you, you can sense that AJ is right for the picking here, Mike. Couple more big moves by Morgan.
Mike Morgan realizes that as well. Toying with AJ, brings him back up to his feet. Styles sent for the ride, and here he comes at him. That time AJ able to avoid him. There's the Pele.
God.
Move comes out of nowhere. You never expect it. You never see it coming.
And speaking of not expecting to see it coming, there's a suplex.
Wow.
Beautiful release German by Kurt again.
Look out from Sting. Look at Sting with a missile drop kick off the top. The Icon pulling out all the stops because of the importance of this match.
Yeah, but Sting grabbing his own shoulder. He might have landed, Sting might have landed on his shoulder, his left shoulder.
And you can see how he's favoring it.
He might have landed, I'm telling you, that'll separate your shoulder in a heartbeat landing on it the wrong way.
Sting favoring the arm and the shoulder as he gets back up to his feet.
Sting's got some mustard behind those punches still here.
Still able to use the right hand and does so with punches, and then able to get Angle up for a slam, and then the 300-pounder Morgan also.
Hey, that's what big-time players do in big-time situations. They come through, and that's what Sting's all about. Sting's hurting, though.
Yeah, you can see he's gutting it out at this point. Stinger splash first for Angle, then the Stinger splash for Morgan. Icon with the corner mount. And Angle gonna help out Morgan here. Maybe at the same time just eliminate Sting.
That's
what it's about.
That might be it.
2, no, Styles in for the save, and that's a smart move by AJ.
Right. That's right. If Kurt were to get that win, Kurt would retain the title.
Instead of the Angle slam, it's an AJ roll-up, gonna go for the clash. Styles clash by AJ. Could have a new champ. 1, 2.
Got him.
Oh, Morgan with the boot.
Hey, Matt Morgan doing the right thing. Saved it for himself. Oh my God, how'd he get up that high?
Able to kick Morgan the 7-footer in the head. You can see Sting and Angle down, and now AJ gonna square off with the blueprint.
These guys are nailing each other, I'm telling you. You can hear it out here. Watch AJ, watch AJ!
AJ goes airborne, and Morgan caught him with the boot. Morgan signaling that it's time to put AJ Styles away. Elevator on the way, checks, yes it is time. There it is. Elevator could be a new champion.
Might get him with Sting here.
Sting makes the save for Styles.
You can sense how important this is, Mike. Who wants to leave? Who's going to leave? No surrender. The TNA champion, TNA world champion. Oh.
Scorpion-style death drop by Sting. Can he roll over and pin Morgan?
Might get him.
And can Sting get the title?
Watch
Here
Angle.
is close. Angle comes across for the save.
I thought Sting might get it because AJ and Kurt Angle was still down. Kurt again, so tough, man. No quitting, Kurt. All heart, like the man or not. Oh, he's caught. Kurt's caught. Scorpion.
Gonna take that final big step and cap off the Scorpion death lock, and instead Angle counters it into the ankle lock. You gotta love that move.
Not if you Sting.
Got to appreciate it though. Just
Yes,
when it looked like he was gonna get the submission hold on Angle, Angle reverses it, drags him back up to the Common footprint. You were right.
I told you, man.
Morgan worked with Angle while it was to his advantage. Sting drops down and the blueprint goes out to the floor.
Yeah, Matt Morgan looked like he's grabbing his groin area, the inside of his thigh. Wait a minute.
Angle down. You see the eye contact there made. Sting and AJ Styles, and Sting looked over at AJ. Now Sting goes out to the floor for Morgan. Why did he go for the pin on Angle?
I don't know. Look at this.
Springboard. Oh, what a 450. 2. New champion.
Heavyweight champion of the world, the former AJ Styles.
Oh my God! What a monumental moment for AJ Styles. We have a new TNA World Champion.
And let the celebration begin at No Surrender. A monumental moment for TNA and a monumental moment for AJ Styles.
Holy smokes!
Still to come, it's Rich Swann taking on Jason Hotch in our Xplosion main event. But up next, it's Around the Ring with Gia Miller. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for Around the Ring with me, Gia Miller.
What's up, everybody? This is Around the Ring, and this is the person that I want to be when I grow up. This is Jody Threat. So, Jody, the whole premise of this show is that we want to get to know you outside of wrestling, outside of the around the ring. Get it? Yeah.
Right.
Now, my first guest was Ace Austin, and he bored me to tears. So I had to pick someone exciting, someone that I look up to, and I say every time I see you that I want to be Jody Threat when I grow up. So yes, I certainly do. But we have something in common.
Yes.
And it's our love of breakfast, but also lunch. It's brunch.
It's brunch.
What can you like? Would you say that brunch is the ideal meal?
I think it's perfect. It's perfect in the sense that the food it offers and the time you would normally have this is good. You have a variety of moods with it.
Sure.
You know, you could be wanting, I don't know, something.
You could do sweet,
Yes,
savory.
yes.
Okay, so what's your go-to brunch order? Like if you you've got Benedict, waffles, a bowl. What are you looking for?
It's one of those things, like it depends on my mood.
Sure.
It can satisfy anything I need. So like a day like today, I would have probably went in and got eggs Benedict with some like salmon on it, you know, a few capers, delicious.
Little hollandaise.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
I'm a
yes.
chicken and waffles girl personally.
Oh, okay.
I like a little spicy, a little sweet.
Yes.
And speaking of spicy, what about your drink choice? What are we what are we washing it down with?
So are we talking alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
I say we need to think like peak luxury. One for hydration, one for energy, and one for enjoyment.
Enjoyment for me would be a Caesar, American's version of a Bloody Mary.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You guys will do the straight tomato juice, whereas classically the Canadian Caesar is done, the tomato juice is cut with clam juice. It sounds weird. It sounds weird.
Okay.
But it gives it a little extra.
I had always wondered what the difference was.
Yeah, it's
did
the clam
Caesar
juice.
did Caesar really drink those?
I'm not a historian. I don't-
Okay. So we've got the alcohol.
Yeah.
Now for energy, what's our energizing drink? Is it-
Clearly a coffee.
Okay.
Yes.
How do we take our coffee?
I'm a black coffee drinker. I like
Oh.
Americanos, strong, black.
Very, very hardcore. That makes sense.
Yes,
That makes
yes,
sense for
yes,
you.
yes.
Okay, so now hydration. Where are we going juice or are we sticking with water?
I like water.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like you need to cleanse the palate.
Yeah, absolutely. Good base choice.
Delicious.
Well, we seem to have a lot in common. Now I'm more of a Bloody Mary girl.
Makes
but
sense.
I've
Have you had a Caesar though?
never had a Caesar.
You need to.
Okay, so
Next Canadian loop.
we got to go to brunch.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. Maybe we'll do
all
like a
right.
sampling. Maybe it could be another video. We have like Bloody Mary versus the Caesar.
Caesar.
Oh, wow.
That sounds like fun. And then we'll do it again
Yeah.
with bottomless mimosas.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, but your Bloody Marys, you have the same sort of culture we have where you have to like dress it with like extreme things.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the most extreme thing you've had on your Bloody Mary?
Actually, I have had a raw oyster in a Bloody Mary.
So that's a Caesar.
Which, when you said the clam juice, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I imagine it would be very similar. It was the
Yeah.
first time I'd ever had a raw oyster, and
Delicious.
it was like a booger.
It was delicious though, right?
Yeah, it
You're
was really
classy.
good. It was really good.
Sick,
It was
sick,
really
sick,
good.
sick.
Let's see. So, are we indoor, outdoor? What's the vibe for brunch? Like, what's the ideal setting?
Imagine a Canadian August day in Toronto. So we're sitting in a Canadian language. We'll say, you know, it would go up to 32 Celsius, but like we're talking like morning, like late morning into afternoon. So maybe we're sitting at about, you know, like 26.
Okay.
Sunny on a patio. I'm from Toronto. We have excellent patio culture.
You do.
Okay, you have like a lovely little umbrella there, cute setup with like a fence. Sometimes you can have your dog in there with you.
Oh.
My dear Dodger's there. You know, the table, a good friend. You sitting across from me, right? We have our delicious meals with the delicious drinks, water and coffee. You need all three beverages, right? For the most perfect. That, feel it, sit in it.
I can taste it.
That's it.
Jody,
That's it.
that sounds like the most perfect brunch, and I think we might have to make this happen.
Can we please?
I mean, I'm free tomorrow morning. What time you go home?
I don't. I'm staying a few extra days.
Oh, we're going to brunch, baby. Well, I thought I couldn't love you even more, but you proved me wrong. You're even more incredible than I ever imagined, and you're gonna have to come back because I know that we've got more to talk about, including Dodger. And I need you to teach me how to do a kickflip on this show.
All right, that should be fun.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I love you so much.
I love you.
And I'm taking notes on how to be you when I grow up.
God bless.
Anyway, thank you, everyone. This has been Around the Ring, and that's Jody Threat.
Up next, it's Rich Swann going one-on-one with Jason Hotch of the Good Hands. Our Xplosion main event is next. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for our main event. We continue our march towards no surrender. Welcome to TNA Xplosion.
I am so excited that TNA is back. And I'm so disappointed that TNA is back in Orlando, Florida. I mean, come on, people, your most prominent citizen is a cartoon mouse. Anywhere else in the country, we call that an infestation. So tonight, every single one of you are gonna call Jason Hotch the man that beat a former world champion when he disposes of Rich Swann with those good hands.
Well, Hotch about to deal with Swann here. We know this coming week on TNA Impact, John Skyler is going to have to deal with the reigning X Division champion, Chris Sabin. Skyler really stepped on it this week on Impact.
His opponent from Baltimore, Maryland, Rich Swann.
Last week here on TNA Xplosion, Rich Swann came up short to Joe Hendry, and unfortunately before that, on the countdown to Hard to Kill, came up short to Steve Macklin in the very first match of the new TNA era. What is it going to take for Rich Swann to get back on track?
I think it's only a matter of time for Rich Swann. I mean, we can't take away the fact that he's an incredible performer. He's an incredible wrestler. He's a former world champion. I think right now he's just in a little bit of a funk, in a little bit of a rut, but we got to get out of the funk and get funky.
He's certainly getting funky. He's got the gear back from the countdown to Hard to Kill. Excited to see him go one-on-one. And we are joined here in the Impact Zone by AJ Francis. Did he say he's coming to commentary?
I believe he said he's coming to sit next to us. Should I, Steve?
Ken? Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Please join us.
Yeah.
Thank you. You got one for me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, thank you so much.
We are joined here on commentary by AJ Francis. AJ, this is a surprise. What brings you out here?
Oh, you know, I had to buy a little time, a little airtime out here to come and support my man Swanee, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take him under my wing. You know, he's a former world champion, and he's not getting the appreciation he deserves.
So you are taking a former world champion under your wing? How does that work?
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, no, I heard what you said, but did you hear what you said?
Because now is a chance for him to take it to the next level, make a little bit more money, so he can, you know, coast on by into the sunset one of these days.
Okay. That's fair. It's fair to want to help out your buddy, clearly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, you and Rich Swann have known each other for quite some time, right?
Absolutely, yes. We're both Baltimore boys, 4-0 stand-up, and we've actually had a lot of opportunities. We actually met on the back of a plane. This is a true story. He still flies there. I fly in the front, so I'm trying to get him up front with me.
Right now, Swann, I imagine, trying to focus on Jason Hotch. Jason Hotch, who won Gut Check in 2022 to earn a contract here with TNA Wrestling. Meanwhile, you, AJ, are still buying airtime to get on the show.
You know, when you got it like that, you can do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, these men got it like that in the ring. What a Rhino. Standing up, Rhino. The man is a talent. The man deserves to get more opportunities than he gets, and that's why I'm here.
Well, I mean, I would have to agree with you. Rich Swann is an incredible athlete and certainly deserving of the world, but we talked about it before you came out here. He's not been on a string of good luck lately. What do you think he needs to do to turn it around?
I think that he needs to listen to what I have to say and take care of business in that ring.
Hotch regrouping here against Rich Swann on Xplosion. Oh, we are back here on TNA Xplosion. Rich Swann versus Jason Hotch. Hotch trying to regroup with the former TNA World Champion. Oh, he's taking it to him right now. We're joined on commentary by AJ Francis.
And you see, he did the little dance before the punch. I'm a big fan of dancing. I like music, but at the same time, that's the reason he's where he's at today. He comes out and he dances for these people. These people don't care about him.
So are you saying that he needs to take himself a little more seriously? Is that what you're saying?
It's not even the fact that he needs to take himself more seriously. It's the fact that he needs to stop worrying about what these people think about him.
Sure. And that would make sense. I mean, you are one of those people that you don't care about what people say about you. You do your own thing always.
Sure don't, never have, never will, because it don't make you no money.
Well, that's admirable, and certainly the mindset of a champion.
Wow. What a clothesline. Come on, Swanee.
There's a cover. Look to the leg. Oh, and Hotch trying to put away Rich Swann there after that exchange there in the corner.
See, he needs somebody to watch his back. Look at him right now. There's no opportunity for him right now in TNA that he can take advantage of right now because he's on a losing streak. He needs someone to be there for him.
So you're saying you want to back him up, but doesn't this all have to do with your issue with Joe Hendry embarrassing you at the Countdown to Hard to Kill?
Okay, first of all, Joe Hendry didn't embarrass me. He embarrassed himself. Okay, when I picked him up 10 feet in the air and chokeslammed him on those Cheez-Its, they were Cheez-Its, then they became Cheez-It dust.
Swann caught there by Hotch.
Come on now.
Right to the midsection DDT, and can't put away Swann.
Like, how is it that I'm the bad guy for being the Cheez-It champion? I'm bad because Cheez-It cuts me a check? How does that make sense?
I am really interested to talk to you about being the Cheez-It champion. I mean, how many times have you defended this title?
You know, you don't have to defend the title when they just give it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
The only defense I have.
Come on!
See what I'm saying?
Cheap shot there by Skylar. Hotch had the attention of the official.
If he listened to me, if he took my advice, if he gave me an opportunity to work with him, things like that wouldn't happen.
Well, are you interested in pursuing the Rolled Golden Gloves Championship at all?
I'm interested in pursuing anything that'll put money in my pocket.
Fair enough.
Swann chops here to Hotch. Swann trying to turn things around despite the issues of Skylar at ringside. Caught there by Hotch. Right to the back of the neck. Hooks both legs. Swann able to kick out.
Come on now. Come on, Swanee. He dropped the man on his head, on his cranium. He got a lot of hair to cushion it, but it's not going to do much good for him.
No, not quite like a helmet.
No.
Trying to do everything he can to knock off a former TNA World Champion would be a colossal victory for his resume.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what a win that would be for Jason Hotch to put away a former world champion.
And that's why I want to work with him. It'll add to my lore as well. I'll be able to have his back. Yeah.
That's what everybody's concerned about, the lore of AJ Francis.
I mean, I'm here with you, ain't I?
Oh, big forearm shiver.
Oh,
great response. Oh, and both men down on the canvas. What a matchup here on Xplosion.
Oh my word,
former world champion right there.
Handspring. Center of the ring.
Yes, sir. 1, 2.
Oh, and Hotch able to kick out. We have got to take a look back at this. Hotch wait for the moonsault. He got caught here in midair by Swann. And then this, the cutter in the center of the ring. But still, Hotch is in this match.
And I can't believe that he kicked out of it. Yes, go up. Go up, yes, right now. Yes, come on, let's go. Yes, I'm here. Yes, you're doing great. Let's do it.
I don't think he's listening to you, AJ.
See, he needs to. Come on, let's go. Yes.
Well, if you just let him do his thing, he seems to be doing just fine.
I'm cheering him on just like everybody else. Come on, I got you. Yes, you're doing great.
Now Swann, oh, he went for the Phoenix splash. Seemed like he took a little too long there. Oh, now look at Hotch with the driver. Jason Hotch is pinned, a former TNA World Champion.
Here is your winner, Jason Hotch.
AJ, it looked like Swann had it.
He did have it, and he got distracted. It's sad, you know. I don't know what caused him to that distraction.
I think I might have an idea.